Okay, I'm going to start. This is not how I thought this was going to go. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but this card keeps coming up. I have filmed this like a million times, and I'm going to start with the card that Dave Chappelle pulled for me on Saturday, a couple days ago. He signed it. And I'm not going to get into that story of whatever. But the card specifically that he pulled for me, I feel like it just needs to be shared with you because it is information for you as well. And I think that those of you who are following this channel are on their growth path and have really, really big dreams, like really beautiful, big dreams that have often made you feel like they are too big to be true, or you've been hijacked by fear and worry and doubt and disbelief, and there's just been a lot of pain around you manifesting those dreams. And I think you are you're at this precipice where your life is about to change, because there's something that is so ready to be born inside of you. And in that, you are also probably facing every story and every fear of why that is trying to keep you in this other space. But the card that he pulled for me, that Dave Chappelle pulled for Cara Elizabeth, not to mention, can I just side note that when I read him, he was like, can you sign my cards? I was like, wait, the whole reason I had him pull me a card, I was like, wait, do you mean can you sign my card and can you give me a reading? But this reading is also for you. So check your perception. The Animal Apothecary one says perception, but it first started as check your perception. So it's this idea that you can look at this and be like, it's an ostrich with its head in the ground. And then there's this story about what does that metaphorically mean? That you're not looking at the bigger picture, that you're cowering maybe in fear, or you can look at the truth of why the heck an ostrich puts its head in the ground. It's because it's turning over the biggest of all eggs in the bird world, that it's the most abundant of all the eggs, that something you are in the midst of giving some birth to something that you cannot fully see right now. There is something you're working towards. There is something you've been having your hopes and dreams to manifest this thing that you can't fully see. And having that card be, channeled through someone who is an embodiment of manifesting bigger than life dreams. Okay? Like the way that man channels and shares and can bring in points of views and make it relatable and include laughter in that, like, what a gift. What, like, such an artist, such a channeler. That man is a channeler. And and so just that embodiment of that person pulling that card, and now I'm sharing that information with you because I know that you have this dream that you want to manifest and create. So I'm going to get to the point of like the whole direction of what this reading was supposed to be about. But the fact that I have had like lately, like cannot film, like the tech difficulties, and it is past freaking retrograde, like the tech difficulties and the just becoming so tired of like refilming and like, what am I even doing? So there's this other story of this kind of you going for your dream. And, we all love the idea, oh, it's like gotta feel good and easy. And like, I am telling you that there is that aspect to manifesting your dreams, but there is another aspect where it is work. It is hard. It is painful. It is actually very painful because for those of us who have these big dreams, also have to then be confronted with everything that's been keeping you not manifesting those dreams. Every self-worth issue, every fear, everything that has been keeping you in some safe little box. When you challenge that box, when you push the edges of that, every story that has been keeping you in that kind of understanding is going to attack you. And that's why this card comes up, is because you might be in that moment where just so much is happening that you can't fully see that what is really happening is that you're giving birth to the most abundant thing that you have ever done in your life. And that is, going into this energy of 2025. Also, like, side note, I'm not even trying to like hijack and like use that example of like, ooh, I got a reading by Dave Chappelle. I mean, I gave him a reading and then was like, wait, can you read me? But it's like, I just think there is something kind of beautiful in that, of like, because if everything's a metaphor, right? Like that kind of, I just thought it is cool to share that, because there's a message for you. There's a message for you guys who have a big dream that you want to manifest, because that person manifested a really unbelievable level of success in using their gift, okay? Because most likely there is some gift that you have that you want to share too. So the other thing that's coming up is this: you're getting closer to manifesting this thing, and in getting closer, the fear is getting bigger, the insecurity is getting bigger, because you're touching the edge. You're like almost ready to like get out of the prison of this last version of you. So every freaking fear is coming and ready to hijack you. And this, like, it's crazy, because that fear is actually going to start changing the story of your dream. It's going to tell you every reason why that dream isn't good enough. And it's like, I just kind of don't get it. Like, it's insane how much so many of us who have this big dream in our heart is also attached to everything that is wrong with us. Like, but I guess that's the point, is because there is something, like, you can't know one thing without the other. Like, you have to like know this level of hell to then yearn to experience the exact opposite of that level of like paradise and heaven within yourself. It's like two sides of a coin. Anyways, so there's a lot of this taking action towards this thing, even though there is so much fear and going into this complete unknown. And the fear is this masculine energy, and the feminine power, or no, the unknown is the dark feminine. It is, and I mean the dark feminine in the most freaking sacred, awesome, honorable way, because it is infinite potential. It is where things are created in, but it is with taking a step forward into it with that masculine energy, and then having an intention of, who am I becoming as I go into this? You have, because there is so much coming at every single side of the thoughts and the fears and the insecurities, that you have to have one streamlined thought, like, I am stepping into this version of myself. It's not about anymore, I'm gonna create this and manifest this thing on the outside and get that level of success and this many followers and this. No, it's about, who the F are you? Who are you becoming? Because this is what this change is about, is that you're changing. And what in that change, you're also like healing decades of weird crap that has been, fed to every single like child within your generational family. It's like the mother gave it to their son, and the son gave it to you, and then you're eating it, and it's like it stops at you. Because whatever that thing is, you're ready to end it. It ends with you. And this thing, you're going to be overcoming and transmuting this fear and insecurity and becoming this new level of fearlessness is by you facing the fear and then befriending the fear, which also reminds me to remind you, but you wouldn't be reminded because this is the first time I'm announcing it, is my I Am Fearless workshop, January 12th. It will be virtual. I'm going to share all the information after the reading if that sounds cool to you, because this is about taking this next level of facing our fears, but then befriending them and changing our relationship with fears so we can, really step forward into this unknown and have trust in this unknown, and then use the energy of that fear to create something really empowering and incredible in our life. Because you can't destroy energy, you can only transmute and reform it. So using that potent, powerful atomic bomb energy, and instead of using it to blow yourself up and everyone around you, using it to shine like the sun, because the sun is the same mechanics of an atomic bomb, except it shines and it is what is keeping Earth alive. So you can use that same energy to create as opposed to destroy. And we're obviously we're bringing in Black Panther and Buffalo and Pig, maybe Eagle, I think, is going to be joining us in the workshop too. And we're doing body tech. We're using our bodies to manifest and to heal, all the things, voice medicine. Oh, we're doing some art medicine. Let me talk about it after so we can get to the reading. So let's just talk about fear. Let's channel the fear. It's funny too, I was just getting emotional. I mean, it's probably a good moment to pull the card from fear. I mean, if you haven't guessed, I'm about to do something that is also terrifying for me, but it's it's that thing I said, you have to just go for it, you just have to face it. And it brings up everything. It brings up every fear. It brings up every insecurity. So, I filmed this stupid video so many times with so many tech problems, and it's always I always feel when that happens, it's because it's leading to the video that is the one. And I'm okay, me busting out crying and all right, I pulled 3 from fear. So, and I just want to say, please don't, sometimes when I get really emotional, I just want you to know that I am aware that I am going to transmute and overcome. But I also just hope that whatever, I know there's someone else that feels or has felt, but feels, there's something that is a big deal for them that is also creating a lot of internal conflict and pain. And getting to this, there's also just something so unknown on the horizon for so many of us. And for me personally, it's terrifying. So I'm just going to ask the thing. So something is healing right now. Asking this thing that is healing what it wants to share, the taking action towards this thing that feels scary or unknown. It's funny. It's like, as I'm like doing this, I'm like, I can't believe I started this reading with, this is what Dave Chappelle pulled for me. I mean, it's freaking awesome and it's true, but I'm like, whatever. The unknown, the unknown, the unknown. What is the unknown? All right, let's see what we got. Fear. Okay. So what our fear wants to share with us right now. I need some love and compassion. I mean, let's just talk about, I'm going to speak about myself right now, and maybe some of you can relate, but like, kind of going for this next level of yourself. And it can often feel like you are so alone in this thing. And like, I guess at this moment, I'm just like, well, it's cool that like I have thousands of people that I can actually express this to and who can probably relate and also feel alone. And there's this thing where there's a part of you that is just like, damn, I could really use someone's like understanding and compassion and like support. So I just want to say to you, I think you guys really are a part of me building my dream and like sharing my voice and listening to my voice is so healing and awesome for me. So thank you for your support. But I guess on this other level, there's like, no, like there's a party that wants like intimate support with someone who could just support you or have compassion or understand. But it's almost like the thing that you're going through, only you get it in the way that you get it. And you're asking yourself to like be that, because it's like you get it. You're the one who can have compassion for yourself. You're the one who can be there for you. So you're asking you to have it for you, because no one knows what you're really going through. And I get it, like we all go through messed up stuff and levels of suffering, but like at the end of the day, your story is your story and you only get it in the way that you get it. So you are being asked to have some compassion for yourself. Your fear, Master Manifester, is that this whole story is about you facing this thing within yourself that terrifies you in order to manifest the thing of your dreams. I mean, if that didn't just sum it up, that's it. Like, you're going to manifest it, but you have to face the thing. And in facing the thing, it's what manifests the thing. It's so hard. It's so hard. And I think it's also, and I'm just like reflecting on myself, just like really like having a moment of sobbing. And if you follow me, like you see like this girl cries in our readings, but like that was like a really like blah, like I don't even know what I was just gonna say, but I guess it's just nice. Oh, this is what I was gonna say, because everything is like, be empowered, which is me. Okay, like I am like, hello, have you not heard me talk about like I'm empowered membership, right? Like that is the program we're doing. But like in that empowerment and in that becoming fearless is so, it's just so intense to face everything in yourself. And like, you know, it's really real to just like, it's hard. It is painful to manifest your greatest dreams, because again, you will have to face every fear and illusion and discomfort that was keeping you in a place from not manifesting your dreams. What else fear wants to share, because 3 cards came out, or with Animal Apothecary: self-worth, self-love, self-value, self-respect. And I think that there is something that you are this, in facing this thing and in going for it, you're going to have this new level of your own self-worth and your own self-love, because you did the thing that was so difficult for you to do. And there is something with tame and attain where right now you have to be really careful, because your thoughts are like all telling you weird things, that there's a laser focus, right? This is about, your thoughts are like wild horse, and that it's tame that horse, get on one horse. You're going to be like millions of wild horses. Your thoughts are all coming and want to kick you in the face and run circles around you, but get on that one horse with that one intention. Remember the intention of, what am I, as I go into the unknown, as I go into this unknown and I take that step, and as I take that action and I ride my horse into that unknown, what is the intention? I am becoming my most like abundant, self-worthy version of myself, or whatever the thing is for you. There is something that is like, what is the intention for you stepping into this unknown? And hold strong to it, hold steadfast. Everything is gonna come and rip at you and tell you otherwise, okay? And it sucks, but you just stay steadfast on that keep that intention, ride that horse. That horse is your best freaking friend. What your healing wants to share with you: do not be afraid. There is nothing to fear. And like I said, in this workshop, we're working with Black Panther a lot. So Black Panther, pause, we're ripping away the veils of fear that have been just keeping us like in this old aspect of ourselves. But the whole thing with Black Panther is he guards this like, before you can enter this next level of yourself. And what you don't realize is he's like a guardian. He doesn't let fear into this next abundant version of yourself. But when you see him, you are scared, and you see every story and every scenario that could go wrong. And it was all an illusion, because Black Panther, you think he's one thing. So like the idea, you think he's just all black fur, but when you look at him in the light of day, he's spotted, he has auburn fur, he has brown fur, he has, you know, it's not just straight black. So it's like this idea, he's not, you thought he was one thing, okay? But what all he was the protector and the guardian for you to like, let me just give you an example with the cards. He is, okay, he is guarding what's behind this door. And what is behind this door is this level of abundance. I'm just trying to find the abundance card so you can get a visual. Is this abundance? It's you fully in your freaking empowerment, and you're fearless and you're joyful and you're full of love and you love yourself and you love others and you're sharing your gifts and you're channeling your gifts. But he's like, you know, you've had to like face these things, you have to level up, but they were never, they scared you, but it was never actually anything to be scared of, because he's just protecting. He's like, fear can't exist in this world. So he's guarding this door. Like, he's like, your fear stays in this realm, but this is the realm you are going into of this abundance. So your healing wants to share all that I just said, and then also that you're in just the middle of the biggest transformation of your life, and you're at the tail end of it. You're almost out of this fire, and there's this liberation in your self-expression that is on a level you've never experienced, that is waiting for you. Your taking action is your masculine energy. Your action is talking about how, you know, taking this action is aligned with your destiny path. It is your purpose, that you have this gift, that you're meant to serve humanity, that you're able to take your pain and your tests and your difficulties and your suffering, and you're able to transmute it and turn it into light and turn it into gold and turn it into something uplifting, and that you are a light bringer. You are here. You are meant to shine. You are meant to illuminate. You are meant to be a freaking star. That's what your action is leading you to. This is what your action is leading you to. And the unknown, of course, the unknown, you get the most, like, one of the most feminine cards in the Animal Apothecary deck, which is it's inspired by the second hexagram in the ancient I Ching. The second hexagram is this feminine energy, this surrendering, this reception. It is about, you know, you are co-creating with life, and that you take this action and then you'll receive this thing. And it's about asking you to have this blind faith and this self-trust. But then your feminine power is coming, but like, claim your own freaking authority though. Stop giving your power to those stories. Stop giving your power to what could go wrong. Stop giving your power to this is the wrong choice, that you're making it, or whatever. I'm speaking to myself right now. You're making the wrong choice. So there is something about like, get your power back. Get your power back. Because back to good old Dave Chappelle, there is something that you're about to give birth to that you cannot fully see. And what is ostrich again? Abundance. The biggest freaking bird. The bird that lays the biggest freaking eggs. Abundance, abundance, abundance. I wish you guys could just look at like all the cards just blarted out over here. I'm just going to pull one more card for this reading, and then we're going to talk about the I Am Fearless workshop and why you need to sign up. You are more. Eagle. You're freaking like, you got this. You are a light bringer. Eagle is one of the birds that flies highest to the sun. It has this ability to do things that other birds can't do. So this is like this thing where you have this huge potential, my friend, and it is you stepping off that ledge. You think you don't have wings, but that is when your wings will come out, is when you go for this thing. Your wings will be, it's almost like I always like to say, you have your destiny path. Oh, taking action. And okay, so rewind. You got your taking action masculine gave you the destiny path card. And I always say when I do my readings with people, it's like when we align with the destiny path energy, it's like the path is created when you take the step. it's almost like you can't see the destiny path until you take the step, and then the destiny path is like, here's the golden step. And then you take the next step, and then it's like, here's the next golden step, and the next, but you have to take the step. It's you taking the action into the unknown. So it's like you jumping off the cliff is where eagle wings are there for you. And this is what you've been preparing for years, and especially this last year where you've been more aligning and embodying this new version of yourself, the I freaking am. Okay, so let's talk about this workshop. Let's talk about my membership. So the membership program starting January 1st, I am empowered. It is it's a monthly membership. You get workshops, Zoom calls, you get, and all the workshops, if you miss it, you can just rewatch it. You get a body tech library where you just go to a feeling and you're like, I don't know how to surrender, or I need to amplify my self-worth, or whatever, or I feel like I've tried everything and nothing is helping me feel better. You find a thing you're feeling, you click on it, and it'll link you to a video that's going to give you a body tech movement or animal to work with to help shift you out of that to get into a more empowered state. Then there's just private readings that are only for the membership people. And then, so most months there are going to be really awesome workshops, virtual workshops. This month is the I Am Fearless. So this is what's cool about this membership. My workshops, I always love to do like a 10-day or a 19-day, not a 10, I've never done a 10-day, a 9-day or a 19-day challenge. I love 9. So this workshop is gonna have a 19-day challenge. So the membership program is $33 a month. If you sign up in January, it would be $27 a month for your life, just to be like, hey, I love you guys for supporting me in the beginning. And my workshops are usually $40 to $50 a pop. But if you sign up, you could just do the month. And like, I mean, because the whole point is like, the membership program, eventually you're going to be so empowered, like you don't need to be in an I Am Empowered membership program because you're just so freaking empowered. But you could even just do it for that 1 month. You get the workshop, you get the body tech library, and then you get to be with a collective group of people doing the 19-day challenge together. Because that's the point, is like we together collectively are, it's like my own empowerment and my work on myself is then shared with you. And that's the point of this membership, is that our work on ourselves is also an intention. And I'll talk about that more like in these workshops, is our intention is that we're lifting each other up, that we're, you know, my empowerment, I'm going to share that with you, and you're going to share yours with mine, and he's going to share his with hers, and theirs with theirs, and everyone. So we're collectively uplifting ourselves and then committing to a 19-day challenge where we're, you know, staying focused. Because sometimes you do these workshops and then you're like, you go back to work and you're back to like bland Dan or normal. So this is just about keeping that momentum, and all the info below. I mean, you're not going to be able to sign up for anything till January 1st. I might launch it like 2 days before, but this, to get on the membership program and to get access to the workshop in January, which is January 12th at 5 p.m. Eastern, but there will be replay. It'll be a Zoom. Sign up for the membership waitlist below. And yeah, thanks for, I mean, I guess I needed that release because, yeah. And I really just hope that it also was, if there's anyone else out there that could relate, just felt like a mirror. And I love you, and world peace forever. And thanks for also supporting me on my journey of empowerment. I love you guys.